game so far. So let's see if I can do a bit better today. So for those of you that don't know, this game is a survival game where you need to gather resources. So like here I'm gathering the sapling, that can be used for fires, for grass, that can be turned into rope, or it can be used for fuel for the fires. Obviously one of the first things you want to be looking for when you play this game is food. And we're really lucky here, we've had a lucky spawn and we've actually got quite a few berry bushes here, so I'm just going to go ahead and collect those. While I'm doing that, I thought what I'd do, seeing as this is my first video, I'd tell you a little bit about myself. As I said, my name's Matured Cheddar. For now I'm just going to use that name instead of my real name. I'm from London, I'm 26, and I've actually just recently finished my PGCE. So for those of you that don't know, the PGCE is teacher training. Ever since I was about 16 I decided that I wanted to be a teacher, but after having done the training for a year I changed my mind, which is absolutely typical. So what I'm going to be doing instead is working for a children's charity. Okay, so that's actually just a little bit about me. Any more questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I've just stopped that little story because I came across this pig torch. So I'm not 100% sure, as I said I'm quite new to this game, I'm not 100% sure what that is or what it does. So I'm just going to carry on gathering some resources. You can see around here as well there are lots of bees going for the flowers. I think one of my deaths yesterday actually was by the bees, because I thought during the night when there were no bees about that it would be safe to go and try and gather some honey or destroy the hive, but obviously that wasn't the case. But as I said, I'm still relatively new to this, so I'm sort of learning as I go along. It is a really fun game, really addictive as well. Actually my first game lasted 2.5 hours. I was quite proud of my first attempt actually. As you can see there's a turkey here that just runs away. That's another thing in my first game I tried to catch up with and try and cook and eat it, because that's what you do with the food in this game in order to make sure that it's as nutritious as possible really. So I can still hear that turkey, but I'm just going to ignore him for now. What I need, and what I've just found, is some flint. Now that allows me to craft, if I bring up the crafting menu, it allows me to craft an axe. So what I'm going to do now is just chop down some of these trees and gather some logs. Because as you can imagine, logs are what you need for the fire. So I'll just pick some of those up. Pine cones, now you may have seen I've just picked up one of these. Pine cones are used to replace the trees you chop down. So what you can do is you try and place those where you wish to plant new trees. I'm just going to cut down a couple more trees to get towards night time now. So I'm going to have to start thinking about making a fire. Just going to collect some flowers. There's some unusual items that you can craft, like a garland. Obviously I'm not sure if that would suit this character too much, but we'll give it a go and see what happens. One thing I have noticed, like I said, this is my first ever video on YouTube. As you can see it's getting dark now, but it is my first ever video on YouTube, and I think I underestimated just how hard it would be to actually talk and play the game at the same time, so I do apologise if it's not the most exciting gameplay. I'm just trying to get used to this talking while you play. Let me just find somewhere safe to set up. I haven't found any rock so far, so I don't want a permanent base. I'm just going to build a very simple campfire. Okay? So what this does, as you may see in the top right of your screen, you've got the wheel. When it's red, it's dark. When it gets into the blue, that's when it's actually dangerous to be in the dark. Particularly for this character, I think, because he's a scientist. And you need to keep their spirits high, as in you need to keep them intellectually populated, particularly so for the scientists. The other characters, or at least the 2 other characters I've unlocked so far, don't seem to be affected quite so much by them. As you can see, there's a wormhole there. That's rather unusual. I'm still not expecting to one of those, because I think what would happen would be that I'm going to die, and really I want to last as long as possible. Just going to cook some of these berries up. So I'll keep doing that. And what you'll see on the right, just underneath the wheel, is that you have various different meters. So you have your hunger, which is obviously quite important, hence the name. But surprisingly, and this was sort of said in another review of the game, so I won't take credit for this, but it is true that I haven't actually died by starving so far. It seems that there are far more deadly things than starving, like that wormhole just there. But it says science compels him to jump in. I'm not quite so sure. Maybe I'll try that in a later video, but for now I just want to try and survive as long as possible. So what I was saying about these pine cones earlier, you can place them, I mean they can be used as fuel as well, as you've just seen. But what I'm going to try and do is place some of them now. So if I press right on the D-pad, I am playing on the PlayStation 4 version of the game, and then it allows me to place some of the pine cones. So I'm just going to do that, just to replace some of the trees I've cut down. Okay, so as you can see, we're now into the blue part of the circle, which means that it's actually dangerous to be out and about. So if I venture over here, you can see the fireflies, but the characters actually just said it's so dark. Now I didn't see any monsters just then, but as you can see, when he came back to the light, he said I could see again. So obviously you want to try and stay in the light when it gets to this sort of time. So I'm just going to try and use my time in the dark. So gain a few more resources. So you can get some blocks. Ideally you want to be cutting down the trees when they're as big as possible, but I perhaps didn't choose the best place to set up. So I'm just going to cook some more of these berries. As you can see, my hunger's down to just under half. So I'm just going to eat a few of those now. And as you can see, that's pushing my hunger up. And if I was injured, like I was attacked by some spiders in my game yesterday, you can eat in order to heal. As I said, it's a good idea to cook the food that you've got, because it makes it that much more nutritious. So I'm just going to cook up the rest of these berries, and then I believe I had some seeds, so I'm just going to cook those as well. Now, I haven't quite figured out which ones are the most nutritious out of all the foods. It would make sense if it was the rabbits, but I can't say I believe that's the case. Now, in order to catch the rabbits, you can chase them and attack them. Hopefully I'll get to show you soon. But the best idea is to actually craft a trap. Now, in order to get a trap, I believe you need grass and sticks, so I may be able to do that now, and then if we do come across a rabbit, then I can show you what I was talking about. So yeah, for the trap you need 2 sticks, or 2 sticks from the saplings, and 6 pieces of grass or hay. So I've just crafted a trap there. I'm just going to wander about a bit more. So as you can see, there's a gravestone here, and the character's saying he thinks there's all sorts of good stuff down there. What you can do, and I'll do this once I've got a few more resources, is craft a shovel, and then you can actually dig up those graves. Now, I did this in one of my earlier playthroughs, and I actually got a ghost that ended up chasing me. So again, because I want to survive, I'm not going to do that just yet. I want to build up a bit of a base first of all. As you can see, there's lots of wandering, I believe they're called pigmen, and if you get too close to them, they will attack you. But most of the time, they're quite flashy, so we're just going to stay away from them. Now, I've never seen one of these before, a mermaid. Okay, so he said it's quite smelly. Again, I'm not sure what that's for. I mean, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and one of my favourite YouTubers, or several of my favourite YouTubers, I've been playing the forest recently, so maybe it's like an effigy from the forest trying to scare people away. So I'm just going to keep wandering. We're about halfway through the day cycle now, so still got a while to gather some resources. Ideally I want to try and get some rocks, because they allow you to build more, I won't say permanent, but, well, I guess permanent is a good word, but permanent fire. So that means instead of the log fire that I had before, you can create one with rocks which you can just fill up and light again. So yeah, we'll just gather some more resources. As you can see, there's lots of red mushrooms, but as I've got quite a few berries and nuts at the moment, I'll just leave those. One thing I've noticed in this playthrough actually, obviously each time you start a new game, the spawn is slightly different, the world is slightly different. There are a lot of pigmen tonight, so I'm just going to keep away from them as best as possible in this early stage of the game. These are one of the less dangerous enemies that I've come across, because really unless you get close to them or you attack them, they're not going to attack you, which seems, you know, unlike just about everything else in this game. But like I said, I am just exploring and getting to know this game. So I've just come across a rock which is good, but I need some flint in order to craft a pickaxe, which is what I need to mine that rock. So I'm just going to have a little wander around for some flint. Hopefully there'll be some relatively nearby. Because once I have the rock, then I'll start to build a more permanent base. As I said, I'm not sure permanent is the right word, but it's the best one I can think of right now. So we've got maybe around, we've got bees, some flowers. So as you can see, it's getting late. Been a bit unlucky actually. Normally when I play this game, I come across, saying that, I've just come across some flint. But yeah, normally I come across quite a bit quite early on in the game. So what I'm going to do, because I know the rock's over there and I'm not too short on resources, I'm going to set up a little camp. Hopefully I'll have just enough time to explore a little bit more. So I'm just going to set up another campfire. As I said, I haven't got the rock, so it's only a semi-permanent campfire at the moment. Can I just gather some more resources before it gets 100% dark, or before it becomes dangerous. We've got the blue mushroom now. I've noticed that only comes up at night. Just have a little wander around, trying to look for some flint. That way, in the morning when it's bright again, I can go and, you know, pickaxe that rock and hopefully, well, hopefully I'll come across a few more, and then I'll be able to build a more permanent fire. As you can see in the bottom, or not the bottom right, the top right, you've got the brain, and at the moment the arrow is going down. This is what I was saying about their, I guess sanity is a good way of putting it. You have to, particularly with this scientist, you have to keep his brain ticking over. And the way that you do that, and this is why I'm after a pickaxe, is that you want to be crafting a sort of science machine. And in order to do that, you need some rocks, you need some logs, and you need some gold as well. Okay. Another thing, I did want to apologise because I am suffering with hay fever at the moment. I'm sorry if I'm a bit snotty. It's obviously not ideal, but I really wanted to get going with this, and I thought, why not tonight? I did actually think about doing my first video when the Destiny beta comes out tomorrow, but I thought, you know, why put it off any longer? Anyway, I've realised I've been talking a lot more than, or for a lot longer than I realised, so I'm just going to stop the video there. Just want to say thank you for watching, and please leave a like, and if you've got any feedback at all, as long as it's constructive, please leave it in the comment box below. Thank you very much for watching, and depending on the reaction, I'll try and do another video again soon. Right, thank you for watching. Bye.